Hi everybody, Mom H with Honey Hollow Homestead. I have completely and totally lost my mind. Completely lost my mind. See what I have behind me? My neighbor called me on Monday. He had started out a couple years ago with 2 ewes. One had been bred. And she had a ram lamb, a little ram lamb. And he thought it was the greatest thing. Well, as ram lambs tend to do, especially when they're not, monitored, controlled, he got bigger, and the next year, the other ewe ended up having a set of twins, a boy and a girl. That was great. Then this year, his mama ended up having a set of twins, a little ram and a little ewe. Now, the little ram lamb that was born last year, he had been accidentally run over by a piece of farm machinery. He's still alive, but he obviously had been injured. My neighbor did not seek medical attention for him, just waited to see. He was up, he was eating, he was walking. He does lay down a lot, but he does eat, he does drink, so he does get around. So, anyway, like I said, he called me on Monday. It had gotten out of hand, and there was more than what he could handle. He's a cattleman, okay? Sheep are not cattle. Now, if you put the effort in, you can manage them, and it's all right, okay? But it was too much for him, especially considering what he's got going on with his health. So he offered me a deal. I could not turn it down. So now I have 7 more sheep. Now I think I think that one ram, the first ram, the bigger ram, I think he's impressive looking. I think he's a little bit overweight because I think he was being fed a little bit too much corn. So, cut back on his corn, see how he does. He'll be on a hay diet for right now. The other 2 rams, okay, the one that was injured, he probably will, I'll let him grow out as much as possible, and he probably will be butchered in the fall, okay? Because I'm watching him, and if he gets any kind of weight on him, I think he's going to end up having a problem. So I'll grow him out as much as is reasonable, and then he will probably be butchered. And then that leaves the little month-old ram lamb. I got to take a closer look at him. I don't know. I may, this is how I'm thinking right now, ban him so that I can leave him out running with the other sheep. Now that leaves me 2 full-grown ewes. Last year's ewe, I still think she's a little on the small side for last year's ewe. And then the ewe that was born a month ago, okay? It's too late in the season. She definitely will not be bred this year, okay? Definitely not. The one that was born last year, we'll see. Like I said, she seems to be a bit on the small side. So we'll see. But that does leave me 2 full-grown ewes, mature ewes that I can breed. And add to the flock for next year, and we'll see where we go from here. Are they the quality that I bought at auction on Saturday? Don't know. They have not shed it out yet, which is one thing you want to look for. So I have to give them a closer look, and we'll see what happens. Now, if their offspring do well, and I think the ram looked like he was shedding out decently, not as good as my other ewes, but decently. We'll see. We'll see. If worst comes to worst, if I can't sell him, and if I can't keep him, there's one other option. So we'll see how it goes. I spoke to my neighbor. He understands, and he said I can do whatever I want with him. But he can't. I just had turtle dove laying down over there. First turtle dove I've seen around here on my property. Anyway, so I just want to put this out there. It's early yet. I'm probably going to have to get somebody to help me cut the ewes out, and we'll leave the rams in here for now. And we'll see where we go from here. But yeah, I think I'll blame Hidden Well Farms. That's what I think I'll do. I'll blame Hidden Well Farms. It's all his fault. So, Mom H with Honey Hollow Homestead. Talk to y'all later.